Hi, this is Christina Ward, and this is your monthly market update. Check out our YouTube channel, Christina and Company. We do short updates, long updates, the charts and graphs. We love to dissect the numbers and keep you posted on your hyper-local market of Boise, Idaho, and surrounding areas. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to get into it. So we've got, and sorry, I'm on two screens. So here we go. So we've got the listing count is a really big change that we see in our market in Ada County for resale right now. There's 1,386 houses for sale. Just 2 months ago, there was 468 houses for sale. And then even if you look this time last year, because we want to compare June 2022 to 2021, we have 479 houses for sale and then up to 1,386. So we definitely have a lot more listings. We're also seeing a trend that we don't usually see going into the summer, where our buyers are decreasing. That's normal in a market shift, and that's definitely what we're in. It's not a scary market shift. It's not doom and gloom. It's still a seller's market, great time to sell and buy, but it definitely is shifting with less buyers, more sellers. And what that looks like, you can see the buyers, pending buyers, 834 to 563. So what that looks like for our listings is not quite the multiple offers that we've been seeing the last couple of years, a longer days on market. So our new days on market is 17 for the whole county. The average price hasn't changed yet. It hasn't gone down all the way I expect it to. The reason why I expect average price to go down is that the average listing price is down already. But we're at 606,578. We're still appreciated 5.5% year to date. And we're in a seller's market from 1.5 million and below. We're definitely into a balanced market at 1.5 to 2. And we're in a buyer's market. If you'd like to buy over 2 million and go into the major luxury, you might be able to negotiate. You'll definitely with us be able to negotiate a better deal. But depending, you might be able to get a good deal if you go over 2 million. Interest rates are really driving this, you guys. So the last few weeks, we saw an uptick of interest rates into the 6s. And that really shocked and kind of rocked our whole world across the nation. All of my realtor associates saw less showings happen, less offers happen, kind of a feeling of where'd they all go. And then this last week, it went down into the 5s. I even just locked a buyer into 5.25. So it really depends on your down payment and your credit and what kind of loan you're getting. But the 5s is definitely doable right now, it sounds like, depending on you. And then there's ARM options where you can go into the 4s. So ask us for a lender. Don't assume that it's really bad and impossible. Like, let's get your money in order and let's find out if you can buy a house, because it's really all about affordability. I always say if you can afford it and you plan to live in it a long time, it's always a good time to buy a house. If you can't afford it or you plan to make this a quick thing, I don't think it's a good time to buy. I also think it's a great time to sell. Even though there's more competition, it's still a seller's market. We're at 2.1 months inventory. That is a seller's market. With 2 months inventory, that means if no new homes came in the market today, there's no houses for sale in 2.1 months. So just not 3 days like it used to be, guys. That's all. So this is new construction, Ada County, Boise, and surrounding cities. 739 houses for sale. There was only 256 this time last year. So a lot more houses for sale. Those builders are trying to offload their inventory, I think, getting ready for a market shift. There is a little bit less buyers for new construction, but price has not changed. We're up 14% this year. That might be due to the cost of land and the cost of building materials. But they haven't changed yet either for price. And then, yeah, balanced market at balanced to pretty much buyer's market at 1.5 and above. So Canyon County, that's our next county over, Nampa Caldwell, and additional smaller, more rural areas. Nampa Caldwell is more city, and then it goes into more of our like farm and rural areas of town. There's 528 houses for sale. This time last year, 175. And 1.7 months inventory. I think the inventory is lower in Canyon because it's more affordable. It's 431 is the average price. It's appreciated 7.2%. And so let's talk about a recession. So we're technically in a recession. And in the history of looking at recessions from the 70s till now, they last for about 6 months to 18 months. If you look at the history of recessions, they only last 6 months to 18 months. Okay, not bad, you guys. If you're struggling, we can do this. We can get through it. Let's get our costs down and pay for the essentials so we can come out of this better. And we know when inflation happens that owning hard assets is always good for us. So let's buy hard assets. Let's hold on to them a long time. Real estate's a great opportunity for hedging against inflation. And then we always know when markets go up and down, they eventually go up again. So as long as we own the house for a long time, it's not, that's why I say own it forever. Even the worst of all times, 2006 went way down. 2016, we recovered here in Boise, Idaho, almost exactly to the average price, 6 to 16. It was a big, huge drop, 50%. And then we were back. And then all those folks that held on to those homes that they bought in 06, including me, we have lots of equity. And some of my houses I bought in 05 and 06 that I thought I really overpaid for. We paid them down a bit, and they are teeny tiny mortgages that get lots and lots of rent. So just own your house for a long time, but know that hard assets is a good way to hedge against inflation. So the past recessions that we've seen, some markets go down in price, real estate markets, some stabilize or some go up. So I'm not going to be here to say what's going to happen because we haven't seen those changes yet here. And at Ada County, what we're seeing is a real slowdown in our market, which is great. Like one opportunity we're seeing is a buyer can buy a house, make a contingency, and hurry up and get their home sold. That would be impossible last year, like totally impossible. So it's really exciting to help those guys that said to me, well, I would buy a house, but or I'd sell my house, but where am I going to move to? So now we can figure out that solution. So that's awesome. And I mean, sellers, there's people offloading their investment properties to maximize on that amazing price and transferring it into another great investment property. We've got clients moving across town, moving up, moving down. We've got folks moving out of the area that have decided it's just too big and expensive now here in Boise, Idaho, and still folks moving in from those feeder cities and states like Washington and California. So real estate happens no matter what markets, how markets change. And even when economy goes to the worst, real estate is still a necessity. It's a roof over our head. So regardless of your situation, we just like to chat with you about it. We can set up a Zoom call and go over your market analysis on your house or your goals to buy a new house, just anything you need, we're here for you. My number is 208-869-2444. Follow us on Christina and Company, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. I hope you all have a great day. I look forward to hearing from you.